Hi guys, I hope you guys are all doing well. Sorry I sound kind of sick because I am sick. I've been sick for almost a week now, and it sucks because I never get sick, but I think because I've been working so much that played a factor in why I'm sick. So just excuse my voice or if I sound nasally. But I wanted to make this video to talk about what it's like working for Starbucks and being a barista. Now, I've worked for Starbucks for almost 2.5 years, and I've worked for the same store. And yeah, so I actually am a supervisor at Starbucks. But mainly in this video, I want to focus on what it's like being a barista, not a supervisor. I want to do that maybe in another video. So I took some notes or some key points that I want to talk about. I hope you guys like this video. I don't know, I kind of want to film this just because it seemed like a fun video to do. And yeah. Okay, so what it's like being a barista. There's lots of things that go into working at Starbucks. I feel like, there's customers, there's drinks, there's the pay, the environment, the store that you work at. Mind you guys, there's so many different Starbucks stores, locations, so many different managers and management. So this is just from my experience. I can't speak for every other barista or every other store. I can only speak on my store and my experience. So I think that right off the bat, someone's asked me what is it like working at Starbucks? What is it like being a barista? I would definitely say it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really fun job because you can be creative, you can make different drinks. I feel like one of the best things is literally being able to just make your own drinks. I obviously personally like making my own drinks. I don't really go to a lot of Starbucks locations. If I do, I usually will try to get something simple and not super complicated, because being someone that works at Starbucks, I feel like we definitely have the most complicated drinks. Some of us can complain about some customers, but we can get pretty creative with our own drinks. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Customers really depends on the location. So the location, the state, the city, it all depends on that. I feel like maybe people think that Starbucks stores get mean customers. Now overall, we do get a lot of customers. I think most Starbucks locations get hundreds of customers in a day. There are lots of very busy Starbucks. Some are busier than others, but overall, it's just a busy business at most stores that you go to. And with having such a large customer base, you're bound to get some people who aren't in the best mood, maybe people who are going through stuff in life. Overall, in my opinion, I feel like at my store, at least, we do get a lot of nice customers, a lot of kind customers. There are very few customers that we can that we remember by name who haven't been the nicest to us. But I mean, just like any other customer service job, you really have to be understanding of people and understand where people are coming from. You never know what someone's going through, so you never know why someone's in a bad mood or why someone's just a mean person in general. And yeah, so that's what the customers, I feel like overall are nice, and then you have your few, bad people or people who aren't the nicest. And also customer base does depend on location, or not location, but the type of store as well. There are Starbucks kiosks, there are Starbucks drive-through stores. There are Starbucks stores that don't have like a drive-through. And I think that definitely plays a factor in the type of customers you get. There are Starbucks inside of malls. There's Starbucks at like places like Disneyland that are probably ridiculous. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about customers. Most people in general, I feel, in my opinion, are nice. And then there are the few, like, mean ones, but you just gotta be understanding. Drinks. So getting on drinks. Drinks are a lot of fun to make. Like I said, you can get creative. You can make your own different type of drinks. It's nice because Starbucks is constantly coming out with new drinks. That means new drinks to make. And I feel like the drink aspect of the job, it's definitely it's very challenging. Because most stores have high volume, that's what I meant to say, have high volume with the customers, you gotta know how to make drinks fast. And I think it's a challenge, but I like challenges. It's a really good way to, like, I guess, challenge yourself. There is a certain way that we do sequence drinks. There's certain ways that drinks are supposed to be made and in certain orders, and that's where it gets complicated. Is every drink type is so different. Like, you have like frappuccinos, you have your teas, you have your lattes, you have your iced lattes, caramel macchiatos. So there are lots of different drinks going on, and then you kind of have to just figure out in your brain, okay, how am I going to sequence these 3 drinks? I think that sequencing is key. Some people may ask, like, is it hard? In the beginning, yes, it's definitely hard. It's challenging, and you feel like you're just not gonna get it. But with experience, it definitely gets easy. And once you get like comfortable with it, it actually becomes a lot of fun because then you can really test yourself and challenge yourself. So drinks are a lot of fun. I guess I am kind of making this video for any of you who like want to work at Starbucks or looking into working at Starbucks. Yeah, like some things are hard, but once you get it down, it's a lot of fun. It's very exciting. Environment kind of ties into customers. So like I said, it just depends on what state you're in, what city you're in. It's going to be different probably everywhere at every different Starbucks. Like some locations, most customers will order frappuccinos. Other locations, maybe most of their customer base orders lattes. So it's all different, and I feel like culture definitely ties into what people get and the customers that you get. One thing that I think is funny is people think that Starbucks baristas that sorry, I dropped my pen cap, that we purposely spell people's names wrong. Like, no, some people just don't know how to spell, okay? And then, of course, you think, okay, we'll, like, ask how to spell names. And from working at Starbucks for the time that I've worked there, we've had lots of busy days. And when you have a line of, like, 20 customers, asking every single person how their name is spelled can definitely, slow things down. So I know I've done it, and lots of Starbucks baristas probably around the world do it. It's just when you're so busy and so hectic and you're trying to get the line down, and you could also be dealing with a lot of other things on the floor. Sometimes we just say, hey, like, may I get your name? And then spell it how we think it's spelled. And like I said, some people just literally are just bad spellers. And I think it's so funny that people think it's like a marketing strategy. Like, No, it's just people online some people take it really personal and get really upset when their name's spelled wrong, but like, I don't know. Personally, I have a very different name. Like, not a lot of people have my name. My name's Nico, and um, I know everyone's different. Personally, I don't care how my name is spelled as long as it's pronounced right and properly by the time you're calling my name is what I care about. Um, but just know that if your name's ever been spelled wrong at a Starbucks, please do not take it personal. You just never know what that store is going through in that day, and um, yeah, just don't take it personal. It's really not, you know, I feel like I don't want to say it's not like that serious, but it's not that serious, you know. Um, so yeah, that is not true. We do not spell names wrong on purpose. And if we get a really challenging name, we'll ask people how to spell their name. And there are some people that ask every single time. There's some people that don't ask. There are some people who, there's general names like the name Ashley. Like, you're going to think to spell it Ashley, but maybe some people spell it Ashlee, or, like, I don't know. That's I feel like that's a argument that's up for debate of I don't know. I think it's not that serious, but I don't know. Just don't take it personal if your name is spelled wrong. And then sometimes we're just typing fast and we put in random letters at times when we're moving really fast and are very anxious or whatever. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. Oh, the pay. So Starbucks pay, in my opinion, it's definitely low, but also I'm coming from a perspective where I've worked a lot of jobs and I've made more money with different jobs and I've dealt with different types of management, specifically bad management, and that's the one thing that's kept me with Starbucks is I feel like Starbucks is very unique and different from any other company because I don't know, at least from my personal experience, like I said, I feel like I'm definitely valued and my other partners are valued and care about. Have we had our moments? Have we had bad management? Yes. But I think that overall, like, I've stuck with Starbucks for a long time. At least for me, it's a long time. It's my longest job out of the 10 that I've had, so trust me. I think Starbucks is very caring and loving company, and like we're all considered partners because we're partners. We're partners in the company. There are also lots of like good things like Starbucks pays for schooling, there's insurance, what else? 401k. Something I can't like think of. Oh, stocks. Get good stocks. And yeah, so I do, in my opinion, think that the pay is low and it could be higher, especially considering how high volume Starbucks is. Like, Starbucks is so high volume. I mean, every location, there's constant, or there's at least one time in a day that every Starbucks is just busy nonstop. And just like any other retailer, like, we deal with, people calling in or, people coming and going. I will say, though, at least at my store, and I know at other stores, there are lots of people who have stuck with Starbucks for a very long time. So, like, our turnover rate, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, turnover rate. It's not high, it's definitely low. But that also goes by location. At my store, it's low, but okay, at least I think it's low. I think so. A lot of the people that I work with have worked with Starbucks for like a year or more, or 2 years. So, yeah, that's my little what it's like working at Starbucks. For those of you who are maybe looking into working at Starbucks in the future, I definitely think it's a great job for people who are in high school or coming out of high school. I also think it's a really good part-time job for sure. Starting part-time at Starbucks, I feel like definitely leads people into going full-time at Starbucks because it's a really cool job. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. Let me know if you have any questions. I do want to film a different Starbucks video. Maybe I'll just specifically talk about drinks, or maybe my goals going forward with Starbucks. I actually just got partner of the quarter for this recent quarter that just happened. Got my little pin here, and I have a little, it's like a certificate for getting partner of the quarter. It's my first time, finally. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely subscribe to my channel. And like I said, ask me any questions that you may have. And I will see you guys in my next video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.